Most players think winning fights comes down to having insane mechanics, but honestly, that's not really what separates them. Fighting skill is actually about being smarter than your opponent, not faster. And I know that sounds weird, but if you think one step ahead and make better decisions during pressure, you're going to win way more fights than someone with twice your building speed. So today, I'm going to break down exactly how to fight like a pro when you only have 1 hour to practice each day. Smart angles. Let's start with the foundation of everything, which is positioning before you take a shot. Now, most players, when they are pushing someone's box, they'll just run up straight to the wall and start swinging their pickaxe like crazy, hoping they'll break through. And honestly, that's probably the worst thing you can do because you're completely predictable and easy to pre-fire. Instead, what you should actually be doing is setting up around their box at an angle where you control multiple sides at once. So place yourself diagonal to their position so you can pressure from one side and above. And when someone has to defend more than one direction, they will make a mistake faster, and that's just how it works. Right side advantage. Fortnite's camera system favors your right side, which means you can see and shoot around corners way better when you peek from the right. So every time you're about to take a fight or edit for a shot, position yourself so your right shoulder is exposed. This gives you a massive advantage because you can see your opponent clearly while they can only see a tiny part of your body. And when you take a wall and you're about to edit, set up that edit so you're peeking from the right side and you're just going to land more shots while taking less damage. Single hits. Now, here's a mistake that gets players killed more than anything else in box fights. When you're trying to take someone's wall, never swing your pickaxe twice in a row unless you know that they're healing or reloading. And the reason is, if you double swing, you're giving them a free pre-fire opportunity because they know exactly when that wall is breaking. Instead, hit the wall once, then immediately pull out your shotgun and wait. Most players will either edit out to challenge you or panic and break their own wall. And that's when you get a clean pump shot. The key is just being unpredictable with your timing. Sound tricks. This next point is extremely powerful and it's all about manipulating what your opponent hears. You can actually bait players into pre-firing by faking the sound of breaking their wall without actually breaking it. So hit their wall with your pickaxe, then quickly switch to another item before the wall breaks, preferably a shotgun. This creates the break-in sound, or the swinging sound at least, but the wall will stay up, and if they pre-fire expecting you to push through, you can punish them while they're shooting, or they'll shoot the wall and you'll be able to take the wall and get some free damage. Space creation. This concept will honestly save your life. Most players make the mistake of trying to hold one box when someone is pressuring them from multiple angles, and that's just a losing battle because eventually they'll break through and get a good edit on you. So instead, the moment you feel pressure building, start creating space backwards by editing out and building 2 or 3 boxes. Don't try to hold the first wall for too long. Just let them take it, then edit through your back wall and box up further away. The more space you create, the harder it is them to maintain pressure and the more control you have over the fight. Pre-fire training. Now, this is something you need to be practicing every single day if you want to actually improve your win rate. Pre-firing is when you shoot the exact moment someone edits or takes your wall, and it's honestly one of the highest damage opportunities in any fight. The problem is most players don't practice the timing, so they shoot too early or too late. So what you should do is spend 5 minutes every day in a pre-fire practice map where bots will be on the other side of the wall breaking it, and you'll have to pre-fire them. This will build muscle memory for the exact timing, and when you get into real games, you're going to start winning those plays. Cold practice. This next point is going to feel wrong at first, but trust me on this. Sometimes, and I'm not talking all the time, when you log on, don't spend 30 minutes doing free builds, warm-ups, or mechanics drills. When you're at a very basic level, just jump straight into realistic fights or zone wars without warming up. And the reason is, this forces your brain to work harder because your fingers aren't moving at full speed yet. When your mechanics aren't warmed up, you can't just rely on muscle memory, so you have to start thinking smarter. This is how you actually build fighting IQ instead of just relying on speed. So do 30 rounds of realistics or zone wars completely cold. Weak mode focus. Now let's talk about what type of practice you should actually be doing during the hour. Most players practice what they're already good at because it feels good to win, but that's honestly not how you improve fast. If you're great at box fighting, in realistics, stop playing realistics and switch to zone wars where you deal with third parties and move in zones. If you're comfortable in zone wars, switch to realistics and try play against someone that at your skill level or slightly better. Every time you die in reload or take way too much damage in a fight, immediately replay what happened in your mind or watch the clip. Don't just blame it on bad luck or missing shots. Figure out what the actual mistake you made was that led to the outcome. Maybe you peeked from the wrong angle, didn't create enough space when weak, or challenged when you should have reset. Write down the mistake on paper or make a mental note. The goal is to become aware of your mistakes. That's how you can practice with 1 hour and turn yourself into a pro without needing insane mechanics. Skip the warm-ups, practice your weaknesses, play with intention, and review your mistakes. If you do this consistently, your fighting IQ will improve faster than your mechanics ever could, and that's what wins fights at the highest level. So start doing some of this stuff daily and watch how fast you'll improve.